What's good? It's your brother YK the Truth. And before I start off, please hit the thumbs up, share the video, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Now, in this video, I'm going to be going over a true DMX story. The time me and DMX was in the same cell.
Wow, DMX. What are you doing here?
Really?
November 29, 2005. He was arrested for violating parole. That was around the time he was impersonating a cop.
I'm behind the wheel, man. Catch me if you can.
You do some funny random things though, like in the airport.
When he played the FBI agent was the craziest thing I ever heard.
And I'm going to go over some things that he spoke about before it came out to the world. All the rumors that you hear about from people, I knew about this in 2005. So let me speak on it. November 29, 2005, me and DMX was in the same cell. So 2 weeks before I see him, I'm reading his autobiography, like how he used to take old ladies' purses and how he broke out of juvie when he was young and how he got money out in Baltimore.
I'd rather be eating off a plate with all them Baltimore and Philly niggas.
So I pretty much read his book, and this is what makes it even 10 times more lit. So one day I'm chilling in my dorm, and it's this dude named Blacko, this young dude that I work in a bakery with. So Blacko come in, and Blacko never smiled. But for this day, Blacko was really happy. So first thing I'm thinking like, something is wrong. Why Blacko smiling? Because Blacko never smiled. He from Staten Island. It's one of the toughest hoods in Staten Island. And he been through a lot. So I'm like, Blacko, what's up? Why you smiling? Why you so happy? He like, you won't believe this. I'm like, what's up? He was like, I met DMX in the infirmary. He gave me his book and case number, and he gave me this stick of gum. It was a Trident. Never forget. So I'm like, you bullshit. He like, yeah, he told me to hit him up when I get out. So DMX was a real dude, because here it is, this young kid he was trying to look out for, like, I got you when you get out of here. So that transpired. I believe in whatever. Now my day come, November 29, 2005. It's time for me to be discharged, so I'm going home. So I'm sitting in a cell. This is like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm standing up towards the gate. So I see a dude standing by the metal detector. So I'm looking, I'm like, this dude look familiar. But I'm just thinking it's somebody that I know from the street because he looked like a regular dude. So I hear the CEO say,
Earl Simmons, step out.
I said, Earl Simmons? Mind you, I just read his book. Earl Simmons, step out. So I'm already like, it's DMX. So I tell everybody in the cell, because I'm by the gate. I'm like, it's DMX. He about to, I don't know if they're going to put him in the cell that's in front of him or going to put him in the cell, in my cell. So he's walking and he passes the first cell. So I'm like, oh shit. He about to get put in my cell. Mind you, I'm standing up. So I'm like the first person he walks past. So he walked past. He's like, what's up, dogs? Like that. Like, it was good. What's good, dogs? I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm like, what's up? He walked past me, and then he goes down. So everybody just asking him mad questions. Like, nobody could believe they was in the same cell with DMX. So he started telling us stories, and he started telling us about the CEOs. Because remember, I told you, he met Blacko in the infirmary. So this is the story about how he got in the infirmary. This is a true story, all right? This is a true story, and I'm going to prove it to you. November 29, 2005. So first thing he talked about is the CEOs. So he was like, dogs, CEOs, they fucked me up. I'll be waiting over there. I'm going to be ready to cross the bridge with a sword or shotgun. I can't wait till I get these niggas. Wait. So we like, what happened? So he's like, they fucked him up because he didn't lift up his mattress during a search. You can ask Swiss, you can ask anybody who knows DMX. They're going to tell you he got beat up. His ribs got fractured by a CO in C-76. This is when that's how he met Blacko in the infirmary. Something had happened to Blacko. So Blacko met DMX in the infirmary. So boom, he started talking about that, how he gonna get him. Mind you, it's songs that came out later that verifies this.
C-76, remember me, bitch? I'm that nigga that for life will be your enemy, bitch. 1010 Hazen Street with the housing.
So let me go to the next topic. So he started talking about Jay-Z. So he like, yo, Jay-Z, that nigga's a bitch. He did me wrong. Like, he the president of Def Jam, da-da-da. So this is 2005. I don't really know about what's going on between him and Jay-Z at that time. But he's like, yeah, that nigga did me wrong. Fuck that nigga.
Used to be my dog. You was in my left titty. You know, screenwriter die. I thought you would die with me. You know, what happened was, you know, like I said, I had the crazy track record at Def Jam. Everything was good. You know, I go to do the 6th album. And, you know, somebody else takes over. Yeah. You know, when he first got the job, he hit me with the call like, yo, dog, inmates just running the building like, yo, you good? Finish the album, shoot the video. What happened?
He's a bitch. So I'm like, oh shit, I ain't never knew that. I always thought him and Jay-Z was cool. So then he gets to Puffy. And he was like, fuck that nigga Puffy. He a bitch. He taking in the ass. Yo, everything I love. R.I.P. to DMX, yo. DMX told me, he told everybody in the cell that Puffy took it in the ass.
Before night service, the end of the night, and it was motherfucker.
If I'm lying, I'll die right now, bro. I will die right now. He looked at me and he looked at us and said, Puffy's a bitch, and he takes it in the ass. True story. Now, I don't know if I think DMX had like a real personal issue with Puffy because Puffy was the first person who didn't accept him for who he was and his gangster style. Puffy was the first person that made him feel like he wasn't worthy, you know, to be himself.
I spit or whatever, and he was like, his voice is too rough, he's not marketable.
So he really didn't like that. So I don't know if it's true, but it's kind of funny that all of these gay rumors are coming out now. And I heard this from DMX in 2005. So maybe there's some validity to it. Now let's go back to the COs. Excuse me, I just ate. Let's go back to the COs, right? Now, this is how I'm going to prove it to you that DMX got beat up. Now, in the song, one of them songs, DMX was like, he was like 1010 Hazen Street with the housing, C-76. Remember me, bitch? I'm that nigga that for life will be your enemy, bitch. Remember that? DMX is talking about the COs who beat him up. So now whenever you hear that song, you know the history behind him saying that. He's not talking about a person, like an inmate. He's really talking about the COs who beat him up for not turning over his mattress during the search. Basically, they was like, oh, you think you somebody because you DMX, and they beat him up. They literally fractured his ribs, C-76, because when DMX was going to court because he had bust somebody in the head with a bottle. This is what he told us. He was in a club, and a nigga started acting crazy, so DMX busted him upside the head with a bottle. So he was already sentenced for impersonating a cop at JFK Airport. He was going to another judge for that assault charge for busting somebody up against the head with a bottle. Like I always been a fan of DMX. Like rest in peace to X. Grew up, I mean, watching Belly. I had then it was X. I had all of them. Dark in the Hell is Hot, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. Belly was one of my favorite movies. So for me to be in the same cell with him, it's something I would never forget. Like it was just one of those days where, like, even till this day, I'll be talking with my wife and kids, and I'll be like, yo, y'all know me and DMX was in the same cell? And they would be like, yes, we know. Because that's how much. But I never really got on the internet. I was going to speak about it when he died, when he passed away, but I didn't want to feel like I was using his name for a come up, or, you know what I mean? I just wanted him to rest at that time. But now that he's, I can get this off my chest and just let you know, like, it's a real DMX got beat up by the COs in Rikers Island. They fractured his ribs. So I'm out. It's your brother YK The Truth. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe if you didn't already. I appreciate you guys. I'm out. Peace.